everybody, 094 here with another action figure review. This time it is on the Iron Man 3 Iron Patriot SH Figuarts by Bandai Tamashii Nations. This is the second one in this wave. The first one, of course, it is Iron Man Mark 42, which I do have a review up of him, so go ahead and check that out if you would like. This is the front of the box, very similar to the other figure, to the 42 figure. So there's the side, there's the back, got all the effects in the bottom, him posed up saluting, got the bullet effects, blast effects, and flying effects. Very cool. It does not seem like he comes with a flight stand neither, so that kind of sucks. But very cool. Very excited to get this Iron Patriot open, see how he stacks up next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends Iron Patriot. Let's get this guy open. Alright, and there is Patriot out of the package, looking very nice. I'm really digging the paint job on him, because it's not an easy paint job. We have a lot of mix and matching with blue, red, and silver, you know, overlapping each other like crisscross. You know, we got silver here, then red, and so they're, you know, there's no bleeding, there's no paint bleeding over any other paint. It's done so perfectly, man. I don't know how SH Figuarts does it. I don't know how Bandai does it, but they do a beautiful job. The paint is just spot on, metallic. Everything looks very nice. Looks like he's wearing an armor. And that's what it's supposed to look like. So that is very, very cool. The joints are all nice and stiff. There's no loose joints anywhere. So that is a plus. Taking a closer look at Iron Patriot right here, which is actually Commander Rhodes, which is, as you may know if you've seen the movie, it is Tony Stark's best friend, James Rhodes. He has been pretty much like promoted or something. He's in the spotlight. They painted the War Machine, changed its name to Iron Patriot. So go look at the fantastic face sculpt. You can see the nice paint on there. Everything is very clean. Sculpt is very, very well done. I am digging it. All throughout the figure, you can see that metallic sparkle on the blue and the silver. It's beautiful. I mean, Bandai is top notch, man. They never let me down. Never let me down. This is the Hot Toys of 6-inch scale, pretty much, for me. Only thing they need is just maybe add a little bit more accessories for these Iron Man figures. Give us alternate heads. Alternate heads with Rhodes' head or Tony Stark head, or maybe one with the mask lifted up or something. That would be so cool. Other than that, man, this is just a fantastic figure. Very nice. Let's take a look at the accessories. This is the bullet effect that comes from his Gatling gun on his shoulder. Then we have flying effects here for the bottom of his feet. And we have, very similar to Mark 42, pretty much the same ones. These are repulsor blast effects for his hands. And then we have flying effects for his hands, which are shorter than those. We have his Gatling gun right here for his shoulder, which is articulated as well, and it does rotate at some points, so very nice. It does come apart just like that, as you just saw. Then we have different hands here. We have two open hands. You can see peg holes there, so his hand guard, which is removable, can be moved over to this. There's open hands right there, and then we have these saluting hands or flying hands. Peg hole again, and now this one is interesting. These are the repulsor blast hands where they have pegs there, so you can plug in the repulsor effect on there, and these come with sculpted on hand guards. This is something I requested in the Mark 42 review, that they should make all of them with the hand guards there already. That we don't have to need to be taking them out, and because they get lost easy. Now, why were these made with these hand guards and these weren't? I don't understand that. But these are not removable, these are sculpted on there, and it looks fantastic. I love it. Alright, let's move on to the articulation of this figure. We have the head going up very, very high for flying poses, which is very necessary for this character. It does go down a lot, very nicely. Left and right, very good. We have his arm, which is goes up and down 360 degrees. His shoulder pad is on a hinge right here. We got that SH Figuarts joint that slides in and out, side to side, just like that, forward and back. Of course, the arm goes in and out as well. We have a bicep swivel. We have double jointed elbows. We do have that wrist hinge with the swivel. And then this, of course, is removable, and it's quite annoying because it does fall off very easy. We have this diaphragm joint right here that he can move side to side, forward and back. It does swivel as well. Then we have another one down below on his waist, does swivel as well and goes forward and back. So that is made for a good flight posing right there. His legs are very nice. They do go forward and back and then out, slide down like SH Figuarts always do. He has a hinged waist right here. This is something new I have not seen. So when he does bend his leg, that goes with it. Very nice. Does swivel right there, that upper thigh. Double jointed knees, very cool. Does the cave in effect right there. It does caves in. His ankle swivels, goes forward and back. Does pivot, and he has that toe articulation, the die cast feet that is very heavy. And that is it for his articulation. Alright, so something very cool I just discovered while trying to move around his legs and pose him a little bit was his, he's got a hinge right here, down here. So this thing hinges up on both sides, so his, gives, when I pivoted his ankle, this lifted up so it doesn't hinder it. So that is very awesome they have that in there. Gosh, that's just one thing Bandai does right, is that they think about the articulation and what hinders what. So they make stuff like this right here on his waist so it doesn't hinder it. You can still get him in poses and he still looks very badass. Feet planted and everything. Very cool. Oh my gosh, I love that. Just that little thing just made this figure that much more better for me. There is how he kind of looks with his bullets coming out of his Gatling gun right there. I'm not sure which is movie accurate, the left side of his shoulder or the right side of his shoulder. I need to look that up, but I have him on the left side right now because that's how he's wearing it on the box of the figure. But I will look that up because because you have the option for both sides, but that means that's kind of important to me. I mean, I want it to be accurate to the movie, so I wanted to be that specific shoulder that he uses it the most on. Here's a size comparison of the SH Figuarts Iron Patriot versus the Figma Iron Man Mark 7. Now, I did not want to compare him next to another Figuarts figure because these Iron Man figures are pretty much around the same height, so there's not much of a difference here. So I wanted to show you the recently released Figma Iron Man. See how he is just a bit taller than Iron Patriot. So if you wanted to scale him next to the Mark 7, that thing is pretty decent, it's pretty good. He does have his legs a little bit more spread open, so he is probably a bit more taller than him. I say, what the hell, why not? There is the SH Figuarts Mark 6 Iron Man. The first wave of these Iron Man figures for Figuarts was this Iron Man right here. You can see he's around the same height. He's shorter because his legs are open more, but he is the same height. So that's why I didn't really compare him the first time, but there he is. There's a little bit of comparison of the paint on them as well, how much brighter the red is on this Iron Patriot. Size comparison now with the Hasbro Marvel Legends one, which is the one I was looking forward to the most to see how he stacks up against. And of course the SH Figuarts beats it out. But I mean, I can't lie, the Hasbro Marvel Legend one is a really nice looking figure. Not bad at all. I mean, it's the only big thing is the articulation. And the paint is a lot different and is a lot better on the SH Figuarts. I mean, articulation is just flat out a lot more better. But the sculpt isn't that bad on the Marvel Legend, not bad at all. But I mean, it doesn't reach the quality of the sculpt and the paint and everything overall articulation on the Figuarts. So Figuarts wins for sure, but not too bad for Marvel Legends. Good job, not bad for $20 figure. One thing I did notice is that the Marvel Legend one has Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes on him, and he's got other writing on the armor, and I think he also has, oh no, I thought the Air Force symbol was on there somewhere, but this one does not have no name at all, so that's one thing to note. So there you have it. There's a review of the SH Figuarts Iron Patriot. I really wish he did come out in the movie fighting more than he did in Iron Man 3, but what are you gonna do? As you guys may know, I am a huge Iron Man fan, and this figure is just another one of my favorites in my collection, and you just can't go wrong with this figure. SH Figuarts just never lets you down, never lets me down. It's just fantastic, very cool figure. It's just everything you want in an Iron Man figure. They're doing an excellent job in these Iron Man figures, and I hope they keep it up. I hope they make more armors. I would so dig that. I just wish they just added more accessories to these guys like they do for Dragon Ball Z. I mean, more heads, give us the actual faces, give us the, without the helmet with the face mask up or something like that. Even in the first wave of the Iron Man figures, they gave us more accessories too. They gave us the flying wing vaps or whatever, and the thigh vaps or whatever came out. They had more details in those, and these have less for some reason. So that's definitely a negative for this, but that goes with the Iron Man Mark 42 as well. It's just the way they decided to make these. It's just different. So I just don't know why. I wish it did have that. There's not many gripes with this guy at all. The Gatling gun is kind of annoying. Every time you try to turn it, it does pop off a lot because it's connected in 3 different spots. But it's easy to put back on. That's a little minor gripe. But with that said, other than that, everything else is perfect. Everything else is nice, and he looks perfect with your other Iron Man figures. So yes, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Evo94. Please like, comment, subscribe if you would like, and you guys have a great day. Bye.
That's crispy.